Alright, hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast and a game between JN versus Infi. Game 1 in what I hear is a very good series between these two players. One thing that a lot of you guys have been asking for in terms of my WarCraft 3 cast is to make them a bit more numerous. Well, because I cast Wednesday night StarCraft and I generally have some StarCraft 2 content on Thursday already, I was thinking about casting additional games on Thursday for WarCraft as well, since I would already have perhaps 2 to 3 games of StarCraft. And to be honest, a lot of the StarCraft games out there, the game's gotten a little bit predictable. Actually, I shouldn't say that. The game has gotten very difficult to find high-level replays. I've been scouring the web, and unfortunately, StarCraft 2 seems to be a little bit dry until Heart of the Swarm does come out. So perhaps I will add in more content with WarCraft 3. Now, JN is spawning as the human player on the bottom left-hand side of the map of Twisted Meadows. We see Infi spawning as the orange night elf. I believe Infi normally does play human, unless I'm getting my players mixed up, but he does choose night elf to avoid a human mirror match. He absolutely does not like a human mirror matchup. And therefore, going into an Altar of Elders, you can see that the Ancient of War is being built off over here. Pretty standard play coming in from Infi. Now, do expect to get some WarCraft 3 content on Wednesdays and Thursdays, or perhaps Thursday, Fridays, depending on where you are in the world. And it will also give me the ability to cast perhaps longer series. I know that a lot of WarCraft 3 games go to a best of 5, and because it goes to a best of 5, sometimes I simply can't cast that many games in one day, especially if the games start to hit that 20-minute mark. That is an hour and 20 minutes of casting to try to cast a best of 5 without a co-caster, and also trying to keep track of the camera work and doing everything all at once. Archmage now making a move out with that Water Elemental. Militia is going to be following up right behind. There you go. There's the 6 Militia, and we should see an engagement here. The Mud Golem most likely will get taken down first, as that is the normal order of things. You want to take down and remove the slow, and a very nice ensnare on the Militia as opposed to an ensnare on the Water Elemental. That takes a little bit of extra micro, but what that does is that it allows that Water Elemental to tank a lot more of that damage. Tome of Intelligence +2, not nearly as good of as a Tome of Experience, but you also see a Robe of Magi, so that Archmage already getting essentially +6 attack as in comes up Beastmaster. Beastmaster now the hero first coming in from Infi, as the Beastmaster now making its way across, dropping in Quill Beast, and now getting a lot of damage, doing a lot of harassment. You do see that there is a surround on one of those Quill Beasts. Unfortunately, Infi feeding a bit of experience into his opponent now, and that really didn't do very much of anything. Now you also see that there is one Arcane Tower, and Infi is essentially kind of locked into what he can do. He doesn't have a Demon Hunter. He can't really harass. That one Arcane Tower will either feed back the Beastmaster or do additional bonus damage to summons. So right now Infi is in a bit of trouble. He is behind, and now JN should simply be able to just creep as much as he wants on the map, perhaps even training up even more peasants and doing a militia creep down over here. Yes, it is going to be a militia creep now, as there is still currently one footman running around on the inside of this base, pulling away some of the archers. Beastmaster and archers with an Ancient of War now tanking. There is 2 Ancient of Wars currently out. Meanwhile, we can see that the militia will be going after these Ogre Magi's now. The Troll Trappers are going to get focused down first, since they do have medium armor, and with that medium armor taking additional damage from footmen and militia. Ogre Magi going to get taken out next. There is a Pendant of Energy, a very nice item for that Archmage, but it most likely will be given to a Mountain King if we do go into tier 2 soon. Currently, the Tome of Intelligence has been left behind. We'll see if the footmen are able to chase after that Wisp there. The tower will get up and running in just a moment. Level 2 Water Elemental is on the level 3 Archmage, as the Archmage has over 600 mana. Is he going to sell his item? Yes, he is going to sell his item, getting a Staff of Teleportation, but no Boots of Speed. A little bit curious about that, as we now see the footman battling up against the Beastmaster. The Beastmaster does have a Potion of Greater Mana and Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Water Elemental now continuing this push. It looks like JN will be sticking at tier 1 for a bit longer, as normally as he knows that he needs to get better returns on his item drops, instead going for a Staff of Teleportation, selling as opposed to transferring the Pendant of Energy to a very, very powerful Mountain King later on. You can see the use of the mercenaries now coming in as the water elementals trying to go after that one unit there. And yes, the Troll Shadow Priest was taken down. Water Elemental now trying to run away. Archer is getting in some easy shots. This is looking very, very bad. The Water Elemental is worth a lot of experience and denied by JN. So really well played, as now the Archmage going to go battling now against the Troll Berserker. The Troll Berserker down to some 100-odd hit points, and the additional bonus damage from the Tome of Intelligence and the Robe of Magi may be what is taking down this Troll Trapper. No, we do see that there is going to be a bit of healing going on from the Moonwell, as the Archmage now realizes that he cannot really engage here, doing a Staff of Teleportation, heading back, taking up another Tome of Intelligence, picking up some Clarity Potions, and also, what is he going to do? Perhaps, yes, getting a bit of healing in once more. Archmage sitting at level 3, not quite close to level 4. Meanwhile, the Beastmaster is doing a very good job of creeping, and he will get to level 3 in just a matter of seconds after creeping out two very, very difficult creep camps, getting in a second second potion of greater mana. That is going to help out tremendously, as we now see a Goblin Shredder picked up by JN, a very, very nice harvesting unit. Now, as we will see what will be happening here. We are still at Tree of Life. We still are at Tier 1. It looks like it is going to be mass Huntresses, as we are at double Ancient of Wars. Huntresses, 44 over 50 food. Or do we have a lot of Huntresses? No, just one Huntress, two Huntresses, in addition to two Forest Troll Berserkers. And now we see an Ancient Protector tower push coming in from Infi. The Water Elementals are going to have to work overtime here, trying to get a lot of damage. One poor Footman already down to 144. Double Water Elementals. They do move relatively slowly now, as we have all of these Water Elementals trying to make their way in. One Archer does go down, and now the Quill Beast and the Militia were able to push this attack back. The Militia dealing a lot of damage here. The Quill Beast now attacking and fighting next to the tower, making sure to get killed by the tower to deny any more experience. The Beastmaster still with plenty of mana with those two potions of greater mana. And a lot of hit points and a lot of damage. Plus 12 damage because of those Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Detonation, removing all of the mana on the Archmage. And we will see what's going to happen here. Footmen are defending, but there is really not that much piercing damage. Actually, there's a good amount of piercing damage, but the Huntresses are going to be able to focus down these units quickly as well. The Water Elemental needs to focus down the Huntresses. In comes the Beastmaster. The Beastmaster down to 200 hit points and still taking a beating. The Footmen perhaps need to get out of defend mode to re-engage. There's a nice detonation, removing more mana from the Archmage, as the Troll Berserker now down to 151 hit points. No boots of speed on the Archmage still, but it looks as though a couple of Troll Berserkers will get destroyed. How much damage will be had? There goes the Troll Berserker. The Archmage now trying to run away. The Beastmaster engaging. In comes a new Quill Beast, as now the Footmen are now all teleporting perhaps down back over here. We are going to get a Healing Salve and a Clarity Potion, most likely. There we go. Come on, use it. Use it. Come on, use it. There's the Clarity Potion first. It looks like one low hit point Footman. No, he should have already used it. Yes, he is using this, trying to heal it back up. Double Arcane Tower is going to make it difficult to push in here, as JN should be perhaps picking up another Scroll of Town Portal, as he does have 1,300 gold at this point. The Quill Beast coming in, getting some damage onto the Archmage, and the Archmage does finish it off, though, alongside a couple of these arcane towers. And now in comes the next battle. Water Elemental tanking a lot of damage. The Huntress now being forced to back off, and we can see that the Water Elemental is getting abolished magic to death by the Troll Shadow Priest. There's also a Thunderhawk in the air. The Thunderhawk dealing magic damage, and now that Thunderhawk has to run once more. Footman with a lot of defend. Archmage continuing this push, trying to focus down more units. Another round of Abolish Magic onto the Water Elemental, but it looks as though, yes, Militia being called over once more. Beastmaster down to 116 hit points. Will it run away? Water Elemental is going to try to focus down even more, and there we go. There's a Scroll of Town Portal. Quill Beast, a lot of Footmen. Level 4 now on the Archmage. Level 2 Brilliantor should be coming in, as we now see a Mountain King. Still sitting at level 1 Brilliantor, hasn't quite upgraded it to level 2 for that additional mana regeneration. And now JN probably wishes that he had that Pendant of Energy to give to that Mountain King. So far, we see a lot of Huntresses here. The Huntresses are currently in the red, and we'll have to pick up a Scroll of Healing. The Huntress is now backing off. Lower hit point Huntresses. The Troll Shadow Priest perhaps should heal back up again, as we now see what was this? A Potion of Lesser Invulnerability being picked up by the Archmage, and he also has no double Scrolls of Healing, so a lot of healing to absorb a lot of the glaive bounce damage from the Huntresses. The Huntresses and that army now of Infi sitting at 50 over 50. Meanwhile, JN establishing up some scout farms sitting at 48 over 60. You can see off over here, the mercenary camp has been cleared out as we now see a major engagement. The Mountain King now being forced to run away, though the Mountain King needs to run, taking some early glaive damage already, as we now see a lot of creeps getting picked apart here. Down goes this one Wisp, as we may have an engagement here in just a moment. Units still backing off. Ogre Mauler and a couple Wisp now getting destroyed. It looks like we should have a detonation. No detonation, as the Archmage does deal a lot of damage right now. That +6 damage from that Robot Magi really helping. The Mountain King attempting to run away. Will he be able to do so? Able to split in between these two farms here, as the farms now taking a little bit of damage. We do have Masonry upgrades, so level 6 or 6 base armor here on those buildings, additional 10% hit points. There's a Stormbolt. Mountain King now going after it, as we now see a Scroll of Protection being used, an additional +2 armor, but Priest now coming in to heal up as well. Level 5 on the Beastmaster. The Priest now attempting to run away, able to get further back, but it looks like the Quill Beast may get destroyed. Yes, unable to chase after all of those units, as all these units are still engaging, still fighting. Very micro-intensive battle here, as peasants joining in on the fight. There is also a Thunderhawk that deals a lot of magic damage, but it's really about who focus fires better. The Mountain King so far getting off a couple critical Stormbolts. Sorceress is now adding slow, and JN should come out as the victor in this battle, as now Infi is going to be forced in this engagement. A Scroll of Healing used by Infi to keep his units alive a little while longer, but is it going to be enough, as Huntresses are falling? It looks as though one Water Elemental has gotten taken out. Troll Shadow Priest, Mountain King sitting at level 2. It does have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. It should be using it in just a second. Yes, at 1 hit point and able to barely survive. Are we going to get a Stormbolt is the question. The Huntress low on hit points, and now that Mountain King at 15 hit points, teleporting all the way back home. Is there a Priest to heal him up is a key factor now, as the Scroll of Regeneration now being used, and double potions of healing. Arcane Vault from JN will get destroyed, but it was one of 2 Arcane Vaults. As it is destroyed, it looks as though the Archmage and the Mountain King ready to go back into another fight. Sorceresses should be starting to cast slow. Mountain King is in this engagement, and the Mountain King is still healing right now, up to almost 325 hit points, as both sides still battle it out. Mountain King now getting dangerously low, using a Potion of Healing. There is slow being cast. No Rifleman in this group, but as soon as that Archmage gets to level 5 with level 3 Water Elementals, that will be a huge buff into the army, as those Water Elementals are essentially 5 food range units, dealing 49 damage of piercing to these Huntresses. Huntresses still falling. The Mountain King getting dangerously low, once again using up another Potion of Healing. The Mountain King wants to get off another Stormbolt on a chasing unit. It should be able to do exactly that. A Stormbolt goes down on the Beastmaster. Beastmaster now in trouble, getting a bit surrounded. Units are fighting back again. The Mountain King down to 179 hit points, forced to run away, gets to level 3 as the Beastmaster dies, and there's the GG. So JN wins game 1 in this series over Infi. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.